What is up? We're live. We're on a totally different software. Things hopefully are going good. Hopefully you can hear me. So yeah, we're trying StreamYard because initially, obviously Justin's on the couch with me. We expected him not to be able to get on. Things changed. So Justin will be joining us, but to take his place was actually going to be my friend Jamie.
Hi guys.
He's up in Utah. He'll actually be down this weekend. We're doing Disney stuff. We're going to talk about some of that Disney stuff also. But since we can have him in, we're going to bring in Justin.
I'm here.
You are
and
here.
Loud.
And screaming.
That's
But
typical.
You act like that's not
it is typical. No, I mean, it's totally normal. I expected it. But yes, we're on StreamYard now for at least this one. If it goes good, maybe more. Because even if we have to, we can always do this. Justin and I can do this both from the couch, just have separate computers running them.
Yeah.
Because this is a fun, interesting way to do it, because then we can make more focus where we want it to, and it's supposedly a lot smoother. Is it? Who knows? Is it going to work? I'm hoping. I'm assuming Justin did his more producer type stuff and made sure I have audio going.
Yeah, I listen. We're good.
Yeah, so we're good on that side.
You know what? I have not done. Hold on.
I checked. You're good.
Thank you, Jamie. At least one of you did. I kind of, had to start running the show. Thank you, Justin. I'm glad. Anywho, there wasn't many topics initially. Jamie and I kind of went through them last night. Now there's a lot of topics, kind of like last week. So we're going to jump into it.
Happened like in 2 days.
Yeah,
it legitimately did. Starting with our bigger topic that I originally wasn't going to go ahead and, well, I didn't even know happened. It just kind of all of a sudden happened. But to me, it's kind of a big deal. I want to go to this one. Listen to me. When hardware already stops working.
No.
Oh, because I didn't add to the stage. I have to add that button. So, Disney World gets a sewage leak. That is pretty awful. This is coming out of that park place. They are the first one I saw posted. I don't know if anybody else has talked about this, but a recent sewage leak at Epcot led to the closure of Soarin' Around the World attraction and both restrooms in the Land Pavilion. We're going to jump real quick over to the caption that they found. Soarin' and both sets of restrooms in the land currently closed due to sewage leak from the second floor restrooms cascading down to the first floor. A real crappy situation. Oh, yeah. There we go, Jamie. That's why I didn't tell you too much into it. So you can actually see the
waterfall.
It's Niagara Falls.
So, Jamie, since you're not used to Epcot, let me introduce you to the Land Pavilion, okay? To get to Soarin', you have to go through this walkway here, meaning it was dripping before this happened, meaning it probably also hit guests.
Ooh.
And that's sewage water. That is beyond disgusting. I mean, I believe that if I remember right, so on January 3rd, guests and cast members were notified water dripping from the ceiling near the entrance to Soarin' Around the World. The situation quickly escalated as putrid water began pouring down, flooding the area between the entrance and the exit. Custodial staff responded promptly using towels to contain the water, and the attraction was swiftly closed to ensure guest safety. However, as they go on to talk about, this incident is not isolated.
Oh no!
If you're like me, you keep up with the unfortunately bad side of Disney at the moment. The maintenance has not been the greatest, so cast members asking guests to not take photos of video of the sewage leak that closed Frontierland. This was back in December. Let me see.
I think
so
there's remember this.
The clean.
I think I remember seeing this on my timeline. Yeah.
So there you go. There's the backup of one of the sewage pipes flooding part of the land there in Frontierland. I mean, in August, a sewage spill forced the closure of significant portions of Liberty Square. That's that same kind of area.
Yeah.
And then it happened again in December. I think that's the only ones. Then they go on and talk about, again, with the pricing being up so much, there shouldn't be this big of a issue. with
Plumbing.
Infrastructure.
maintenance. Nope.
Oh, you broke it.
This one. That's the one I was trying to go to. I can't always press the button over here, so probably should do that and try and until I get the Stream Deck fully programmed. But yeah, infrastructure is kind of an issue at the moment. I mean,
You think the world tomorrow would have better toilets?
you think the world of tomorrow would have a better toilets?
I love that. That's a quote. Put that on a shirt. Put that on a shirt.
I mean that's a very, very solid statement, Jamie. I love that.
I can understand Frontierland and Liberty Square because you think back and they were throwing it out the windows. So
that is the same comment everybody always makes. Is they're just being authentic. The sewage in the streets, that's just the way it was at the time. I mean,
it's the way it was at the time.
But you think the world tomorrow they would have fixed that problem?
Yeah, well, I guess apparently not. But hey, I mean, if anybody else have anything to add to the shitty situation happening at Epcot?
No.
At least it wasn't Lincoln Logs falling down.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
They only said water, so
putrid water. And
yes.
There were people talking about how bad it smelled. It was sewage water, so there is more in it than just water.
Yes.
And what's even worse is Disney has their own, like, not septic, but their own water purification system that they boosted for the longest time. So they have this extra hardware, and apparently they're just not taking care of the pipes to get things there. That's unheard of.
Getting it there.
Yeah. So Disney has a new Haunted Mansion ride zipper coming out. Now,
why is the banner here?
Because I was playing with StreamYards at 2 a.m. Okay, I made banners for certain items because we had some.
I mean, why not?
Let's talk about the design first. What do we think of it?
I mean, I am not big on this novelty junk is the word I'll use.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, I have never been one for like the sippers or the popcorn buckets. So I think these are all pretty lame.
That's fair. I mean, they're like the Christmas like gingerbread house popcorn bucket we got during Christmas time. I thought was a good one. They have to look good. I think what it is I think Disney is trying to jump on the like Tokyo Disney crowd that absolutely loves them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that too, because like a lot of our merch, like specifically the character headbands, they're pulling more and more from what works in Tokyo Disney.
Yeah, we're definitely sharing a lot of things for now from Tokyo, which I mean somebody else paid for it and it works. Why not?
Yeah.
I have to kind of agree with Justin. I've not won much for the popcorn buckets or the sippers. I think I have one popcorn bucket, and it's the Millennium Falcon, and it does not hold popcorn at all very well. Literally, you bought it, and they give you a bag of popcorn on the side.
Yes. Now, we do know, so the popcorn bucket is coming out on January 8th at Disneyland over at the Harbor Galley and Stage Door Cafe, which is interesting that the
popcorn
sipper's
bucket
coming
or
there.
sipper?
There's sipper. Did I say popcorn bucket? That's my bad. It's interesting that they're coming there and not to the carts. I mean, I guess the carts don't have a way to necessarily sell soda besides in a bottle.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the design of this literally looks like a water bottle.
It does look like a water bottle. Now, again, the other thing people are talking about, though, is this maybe a idea of what our new bride is going to look like. This is definitely not Constance Hatchway.
No. But they weren't going to plaster like an axe on a sipper. This isn't like 2000s Disney anymore.
No, but this is, if they were going to do Constance, I think they'd do more white, because Constance, every time we've ever had her, is more of a white design. All honesty, this design makes me think more the Ghost Bride for Haunted Mansion Paris.
Phantom Manor. What was her name?
I can't remember.
I'll look it up, Vamp.
But that I'm wondering if we're just going ahead and we're taking one of their designs they had and changing it to fit our mansion style more. But if this gives us an idea where we're headed, that makes me think more her, because she has a lot of times where she has both, like the bouquet and the lantern going on,
That's
or the
exactly
candlestick.
what it is, actually.
Is it?
It's Melanie Ravenswood. I'm gonna put this in Millinote. So that way you could share it. Well, like I literally I googled Phantom Manor bride name. This was the image that was shown. I have to fix it. Hold on.
I don't know where.
This is it's literally based off of her animatronic.
Yeah. So I mean, it would make sense since Disney already has the design for the animatronic and the head sculpt and such done, and
Yeah,
a lot of people out here aren't going to go ahead and necessarily know what she looks like.
It's a good way if you are completely changing the bride to keep it Disney relevant, but not surprise anything.
Yeah.
How's the easiest way to do from here? Do that. Yes. Yes. Open. Bring you down. Drag across. Full screen you. And boom. Yeah. Yeah. The only difference
literally,
is
it's the same. They just flip the
hands. So I'm betting that this is probably then the more the design we're getting for the new bride. Now that we have that,
has that ever been confirmed? I've only heard that as a rumor.
They had the entire bride blocked off this year, and the bride is never blocked off for Haunted Mansion Holiday, which tells me that they either had a new animatronic in place and they didn't want to show it yet, or they were working on still like programming and such, so they were hiding it.
Okay.
Because that's where we had the jackhead and the like pumpkin head.
Yeah, you're right.
It was the block where she is. It was clear that there's something there, but Disney wasn't ready to show it yet. And Constance Hathaway was kind of a letdown and did not ever pull the people like Disney wanted in the first place. So this is just it was time to update it, and I think Disney didn't necessarily like the idea of having a murderous bride in their attraction.
Fair.
I mean, that being said, her attraction, legitimately, her father murders like 6 guys, and then she just dies of a broken heart.
Yeah.
Still kind of morbid, but hey.
She's not the one that did it. She can be an icon to woman.
There's still like 6 guys that die.
But she didn't do it.
And then where'd you go? I lost all my tabs. There they are. So, being that we're talking about Haunted Mansion, you can go away. There is an update based on a topic we talked about last week, Justin.
I heard.
We're going to keep with Pirates and Princesses because that was the last article too. And Disney has removed the Redbubble artwork from Haunted Mansion's gift shop following criticism.
Did they put out like a statement, or did they just silently remove it?
No. It's just silently removed.
Of course.
Like there was nothing.
Uh-oh.
That was a weird surge. We have a big windstorm. But you guys can still hear me, and I can still hear you. So I'm assuming we're still good on that side.
Yeah, we are.
The power came back on. So we're good. We're good. But yeah, so the artwork in question depicted a ghostly bride. According to the reports, the image was not hand-drawn by Disney artists, but instead purchased. Oh, it was purchased at least. I didn't know that much.
Oh,
From the
good.
account Your Fave Draw on Redbubble. The image is called The Ghostly Bride. So,
All right, bro.
did they put up the image of where it was? They didn't.
No, they didn't. It was on their article from last week.
Okay. I think that's like a car passing by. Like, there all of a sudden was like very odd music. I'm just like, where in the world is that coming from? Let's grab this. There it is.
Oh,
So so Jamie, so this is the new shop that again you and I haven't seen yet. People
Yeah.
are now criticizing it, calling it just a generic shed.
Yeah,
I think it looks-
our boots on the ground reporter Daniel said that the general vibe was everything felt like it came out of a Walmart or Home Depot inside the store.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof. I didn't hear about that part.
I'll be honest. We saw it when we previewed Tiana's Bayou. It looked like a very generic shed. Like,
Which
it didn't have anything spectacular or anything to it.
so, and that's what people are saying. So I'm going to play devil's advocate, and I'm going to not defend, but defend the Disney, the Imagineer side of this. And to me, it makes sense if it looks like a generic shed, being that it's supposed to just be the groundskeeper shed for the
yeah, and that makes
cemetery.
sense.
It's the shed for the carriage that's out front, but the shed still looks too new for that carriage.
No. It needs to be aged. It
Yeah,
it doesn't need to be like super aged because again, the Haunted Mansion is always supposed to, per Walt's description, always supposed to look very well taken care of on the outside. But yes, the building does look too new compared to the rest of the mansion, so that's a little wonky of a change. And again, I will agree. Somebody probably went to like Home Depot and took out a tape measure, measured out how the different measurements are, and just upscaled a shed to bigger.
okay,
But I get why it is more generic.
Yes.
What other building can you really fit in that space that isn't a shed?
Well, exactly.
And I'm not arguing the fact that it's a shed. I'm arguing that it's a generic modern shed. I'd be good with generic old shed. It's the modern part that really gets me.
No, yeah, I agree.
No, apparently I lost that rest of the article. But yeah, so I mean, the Redbubble art is gone. We'll see what else changes in the matter of weeks, I guess. Do people not remember what happens on Tuesdays?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm supposed to be going and helping with groceries in about 2 minutes. So, okay, what is our next article? Okay, this is an easy one to like discuss. So, Disney has now purchased Fubo.
Whatever that is.
It's another streaming service that is actually profitable. Now,
okay.
One thing about Fubo, first off, before we go further into it, well, so technically Disney didn't purchase it. Hulu purchased it, but Disney owns it and is the majority leader of it.
Yeah.
And Fubo is landlocked to to the North America at least. Like Europe cannot access it.
Okay.
At least most European countries can't, which is interesting why Disney went forward and did it. People are talking about that they think it's more so it could happen before administrations changed and people started doing the investigation into it. So again, we're back over at that Park Place. So under the terms of the deal, Disney will claim a controlling 70% stake in the merged company, leaving Fubo's leadership intact but firmly under Disney's influence. Critics argue this is another step in Disney's ongoing strategy to monopolize the entertainment industry, leveraging its vast resources to outpace competitors. The combined service is projected to generate $6 billion annually and serve over 6 million subscribers,
Oh my god.
putting it only second to YouTube TV.
Oh, it's a live TV streaming?
Honestly, I'm not entirely positive myself. I hadn't heard of it until I saw this article.
Okay.
Fubo television,
Fubo
television network, watch live sports and TV without cable. So yes, it's another. It's pretty much Hulu.
Yeah. Okay.
While the deal allows both Hulu and live TV and Fubo to operate under separate apps, many believe it's just a matter of time before Disney merges Fubo and Hulu, folding combined service into Disney Plus streaming services.
I think this is a little bit different. I looked up what it was because I had no clue either. It looks like it's more of a cable type thing without cable or without anything, and you get a DVR and you aren't stuck in a contract.
Oh.
So it's like legitimately the competitor to like YouTube TV.
Yeah.
And this is like 3 seconds of research. To me, it feels more they're trying to diversify instead of just streaming into like something else as well that can work together better, if that makes any sense.
I am going to pose a question though for both of you. You're both very smart gentlemen.
I'd like to think so.
Besides buy other companies, what has Bob Iger ever done so far?
Throw money at problems.
Well, that's buying other companies. What was that?
Avengers Campus.
I mean, technically, actually, wouldn't that fall into the Chapek era?
He's the one that greenlit it. Okay, then Black Spire Outpost.
Which is a failure for the Disney company at this point.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean that multi-million-dollar hotel that's like, I don't know. I don't even know how much it was.
Oh, you're the Galactic Star Cruiser, the what was it, the $1.2 billion investment that didn't last a year.
I believe it was that long.
I need to do. I'll be right back.
Oh, so?
Yeah,
I can look that up.
I'm looking up a little more about this. It looks like they're combining Hulu with live TV, which is what Fubo, I think I'm saying that right, is.
Well, Hulu already had live TV, no?
I don't know. I really don't use Hulu that much. I've been in my One Piece era currently.
Yes. Hulu has live TV also.
Yeah.
Which is why it's a weird purchase. It's more so. So I think Disney is trying to make it that Disney Plus has a majority viewer basis.
I would not be surprised because, like, even this week, I don't know if it's like trial period or because our Disney account is subscribed to Hulu as well. But like, I'm able to watch certain Hulu shows on Disney Plus. Started this week.
Correct, but because Disney had already been talking about trying to merge more Hulu into it. Again, Disney's goal is eventually you will go to Disney Plus for everything.
Yeah,
because you're gonna be able to watch live sports. You're gonna be able to. I mean, they're also now getting ESPN to gamble, so you're gonna be able to eventually play sports bets in the app. They're trying to make it that you just go to Disney Plus and pay Disney alone, which
hasn't that always been their plan?
I mean, it was never out that they were trying to make them all as one app because again they had bought National Geographic and all this as their own separate pieces. It's just everybody assumed that was where their plan was headed.
It made sense.
It makes sense. But keeping with the what Disney is working on, let's jump to Jamie's article. And I have not had time to read this. So Disney promotes theatrical distribution head Tony Chambers to president of EMEA.
I don't know what half of that was that you're talking about. Theatrical
Basically,
distribution, I could assume, means that he's in charge of making sure the movies, when they are finished, get to theaters.
So Disney's head of theatrical distribution, Tony Chambers, who has steered the studio throughout the pandemic, past the streaming theatrical day and date craziness, and back to a $5 billion global box office boom on the big screen last year with titles like Deadpool and Wolverine, Inside Out 2, Moana 2, is
surging.
Thank you. From his position to become president of Walt Disney Company EMEA, European, Middle East, and Africa regions. This becomes effective in February. Chambers will be replacing Jan Kopin, I'm assuming I'm saying that right, who is stepping down as regional lead after 6-year tenure as part of the restructured EMEA for Disney, and he'll report to Disney Entertainment co-chairman Alan Bergman and Dana Walden and ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro. Dana Walden is still going to be above him, even though he's going to be in charge of the European market? That's weird. I mean, Dana Walden was who everybody is expecting to be the next CEO, but that's changed.
And that's about all of it.
That's about all of it. So that's interesting.
This is from Deadline too. It's all over. It just got announced today. This is just the one article I found.
Yeah. So that means, I mean, if that's happening, it means we're probably seeing the start of like the shakedown changes with Disney.
Yeah.
Because again, Dana Walden, everybody's kind of expecting. Again, she was expected to be the next CEO. I'm now expecting that we might see her be removed, or for her to step down and retire, because ABC is kind of in a failing spot, and there's political in there that we're just not going to get into. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just thought it was interesting that some guy was getting moved up.
Absolutely. It's always interesting seeing when the Disney company is changing boards and such, because that gives us an idea of where they're head at and what is going on.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and go back to this version so I can get the next screen ready. Because now is when I have to jump into these wonky, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and share this guy.
Hey, this is my thing.
Well, actually, technically, this one is mine. So, the Fantastic Four is joining Marvel Rivals, and we got a trailer, and this dropped yesterday?
This dropped yesterday. This is the season 1 trailer, and season 1 begins on Friday.
Are you eating?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Oh, it sounded
I just had a drink.
Maybe that's what I heard. Let's take a look at this. I get.
You have been sheltered by the light for far too long. The time has come for darkness to reign. Soon, your resolve will begin to crumble. You'll be stretched too thin. There will be nowhere left to hide, and your fire will cease to burn. For no light shall survive in my empire of eternal night.
All right, so
give it
more time
to Marvel Rivals being, a outside company to actually give Marvel fans a reason to like Marvel.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
I love Marvel.
Really? Because
Yeah.
Marvel's had a pretty rough go recently.
Nonsense.
When they
I don't know
have
what
to
you're talking
change their plan, yes, they have.
about. I don't know what you're talking about. Marvel is a perfect company.
Oh, just
How
like
much are you getting
Lucasfilm?
paid?
Anywho, go on.
Lore time. So, those of you that don't know, I have been obsessed with Rivals since July, I'd say.
To be fair, it actually is a pretty solid game.
I was right about this one.
I have it downloaded. I haven't played it yet. I really want to.
It's
I've
so
just been
fun.
so busy.
Maybe we'll take you into a match after we're done, Jamie.
I am more than down.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna do anyways.
That's what you're always on.
Yeah. Or Sonic. But anyways, so the time stream entanglement created, or it didn't create, it merged together 4 timelines, that being 2099, the Mosaic timeline, something, even the gods die, and then present day timeline. What we're seeing in the trailer is New York of the present day timeline. So during all of the craziness of the time stream entanglement, part of what goes on is before all this happens, Doom goes to Strange to ask for the Darkhold to cast a spell about vampires to reverse time to save his mom. And that's why the time stream entanglement happens, is because he figured out a way to cast that spell, and it screwed up time with Doom 29 doing it at the same time.
So, Strange gave up the Darkhold?
No. He figured it out on his own, because he's Doom, and he's better than that.
Okay, fair.
The lore is very confusing, but it kind of makes sense. I'm really happy you could be here today to explain all of this to us.
I love Rivals, dude. You have no idea. Anyways, but ever since the time stream entanglement happened, Dracula has taken over New York, and it is in eternal night.
Okay.
So there are vampires literally everywhere, killing and hunting civilians, and literally every superhero is just out on the streets taking down as many vamps as they can.
Huh.
So they're playing Vampire Hunter. Got it.
Yeah, basically. That's their little lore section.
I will say one thing I'm sad about is it's not Chris Evans.
Okay, but
well,
Jamie,
we don't know that yet.
And all honesty, like every character in it either sounds very much like the MCU actor, or sounds how you would assume the characters would sound.
It
is extremely well done.
No, I'm just making a joke.
Character has a designated voice actor for outside of MCU projects. That character is voiced by them. So, for example, Spider-Man is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, which he voices Spider-Man in every video game, including the Insomniac games for PlayStation.
That's awesome.
So he sounds like spot on.
Steve Blum, which you would know from like Zombies, Tank Dempsey, voices Venom and Wolverine.
Oh, wow.
The guy that did the voice for Obi-Wan in Clone Wars voices Magneto. No,
it's so good.
This
so
voice
good.
cast is stacked, Jamie. You have no idea.
It is extremely solid of a setup that they did. And yeah.
Every hero on their release is entirely free. It's insane.
That is cool.
Talking about the heroes, though.
Last night, we're in hype week now. So every day they're dropping more and more news. So yesterday we got the trailer, and this trailer as well, showcasing Mr. Fantastic's abilities.
So we're going to take a look at it.
Now for something truly fantastic.
Like, I'm not one to, like, I've never been crazy on Fantastic Four. He looks very good. It's a really good design.
Oh, just you wait, George.
He does look really good.
I've got you.
Double the failure. Maximum. Let me return the favor. I'm as strong as Ben.
But legitimately, like, they just sat there like, let's grab a bunch of comic books and learn how these characters are, and let's just build that.
Yeah. Dude is literally Gear 4 Luffy.
Yeah.
A rousing success.
Except he doesn't say gum gum before every attack.
No.
Well, that's when you
But,
start
like-
screaming in your mic for everybody.
Exactly. I love his kit. It is so goofy, and I think it's so fun. It looks. I'm gonna be a Reed Richards main, bro. I guarantee it. He looks so fun. I'm so excited to play him.
Okay. So
I
let's
don't
go
know
to
what
your
order
next
you're doing
one.
this in because there's 3 more videos for this.
I have 2.
I put a 3rd one in or a 4th one in this morning. I should have at least.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna jump to whatever my next one is, and that's gonna be.
Yeah,
I
there's
want it
4.
to be- Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if I got them all. Boop. Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the skin showcase for Reed Richards. So every character also has at least 1 skin, 1 premium skin, and then 1 recolor. So this is a showcase for Reed's premium skin, which is of the Maker, which I will get into after this.
I'm gonna turn it down some. It's still loud.
Double the failure.
I'm not as crazy about this design.
I like it because of comic implications. And then there's a little taste at the little teaser of the Invisible Woman. skin as
The
well.
Invisible Woman. That's
Dude.
pretty good.
You haven't seen anything, George. Okay, so lore implications. The reason why I'm excited for the Maker specifically is he plays a very, very, very large role in like Secret Wars and post Secret Wars as well. Essentially, he is originally the Reed Richards from the Ultimate Universe. And when Secret Wars happens, he is displaced along with everybody else. He ends up in the main continuity. He ends up time traveling backwards, creating a new branch entirely of his own, where he either rules over, kills, or prevents them from becoming superheroes in the first place, so that he can make his own council of superheroes, and each of them rules over a distinct country. So he is essentially ruling the world.
Interesting.
In layman's terms, he's just evil.
Sorry.
You're good. Prepping in the background.
Yeah, exactly what I was doing is
Yeah.
because you said I was missing one, so I was trying to go grab it real fast. So we're gonna jump into then. It should be this.
They should be in order on Milanote.
Well, they were, but when I move them over, it changes. I believe this is the next one.
Yeah, this is the next one.
So, cosmic rays altered Susan Storm on a cellular level, granting her the ability to generate impenetrable force fields and make herself fade from sight in an instant. Despite her frequent lack of visibility, it has always been perfectly clear that Sue is the force holding her family, the Fantastic Four, all together. So, let's take a look at Sue. Oh, God! Jesus Christ, that was loud. I like even her standard costume, though.
I love their suits. There's been a lot of controversy about their suits because it's primary white and then off blue,
You
where
have
it's
no
always
clue
been
how
like
long I've
primary
wanted
blue
to do
off
that
black.
anymore.
No, yeah.
I love them, but they do have alt colors where it is like the typical blue and black instead.
I
Okay.
do like the white and blue though too.
I love the white and blue. Dude, her ult is crazy. They're just invisible in there, and they're constantly being healed.
A clear winner.
Oh, so she's gonna be a support.
She's a support. Her autos are boomerangs that she throws out, and they go through enemies and allies, damaging and healing.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So it should be this one, which is fire. Boom. If you go any, all right. If you go any further after your ultimate defeat at the hands of Malice, Mistress of Hate. Oh, okay, it's already turned on. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, I would give money to buy the skin.
Yeah.
That's a good design.
Oh, it does pull in. I didn't know that.
You're grounded.
So, the comic, origin, I guess, of this.
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four were fighting like some C tier, D tier villain. I don't even remember his name. That's how unimportant it is. That was able to pull all her like recessed emotions out and make it her dominant, and it turns her into Malice, where she's just angry at Reed and the Fantastic Four as a whole, but mostly Reed, because he is a awful father and husband. Malice is literally, as far as I'm aware, in the original run, is literally a thing for like 3 issues, and then it goes away forever. As far as I'm aware. So I find it really cool that this is the skin they chose for her, because there's a bunch of Sue Storms that they could have done, but they did Malice instead. I also have like a deeper personal connection to it because I actually read the comic that she's from before this was announced. So I thought that was cool. And then these are the original in comic versions of those skins.
They did a pretty good job paying tribute to them.
Yeah.
Like hers is clearly like updated and different, but
yeah, it's a very modernized version, because this is from 85, 86. So it's a more modernized version of it, which I like. And then Reed's is for the most part the same. They changed the atom symbol on his chest a little bit and his headpiece, but for the most part it's the same.
okay. So we should be able to go to. We're going to set you back to there. We're still figuring it out, okay?
New
Maybe.
program, new learning curve.
Yeah. Is it this one? It is that one. So, sticking with Avengers, let's jump into movies. And huge Avengers Doomsday Casting League Jim social media post may have blown big Marvel secret. That's coming back from That Park Place. So, it seems Daredevil actor Charlie Cox may have inadvertently confirmed his involvement in Avengers Doomsday, thanks to an unexpected source, a gym buddy.
Uh-oh.
So, let's grab you. So Charlie Cox is reportedly preparing to reprise his role as Daredevil in Avengers Doomsday. Charlie is currently training for his role in upcoming Avengers movie where he will play Daredevil.
Bro, why would you post that?
So it has been awesome having Charlie and his wife Sam Cox in a DFRNT over the past week.
Why would
Charlie is currently training for his role in an upcoming Marvel Avengers movie where he will play Daredevil.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, let's be honest. They wanted the exposure for the gym. They got a lot more than that. But, dude, like, again, he already makes a great Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
And so, potentially, us just bringing Matt Murdock now fully into it, into Doomsday also, I'm all for.
I'm,
like,
personally, I don't want him in Doomsday because I feel like Secret Wars is the everybody title. Doomsday should just be the Avengers title. So, like, everybody that's part of the Avengers team. And I don't think Daredevil should be on an Avengers team. But that's just my personal opinion.
But again, we don't know what he's doing in Doomsday.
Yeah.
It could be
We don't
he
even know-
is only there for maybe like a couple scenes that he
Like No Way
helps
Home?
out. Like, well, more than No Way Home, where he's actually, fighting or whatnot, but a couple scenes
Or
where we get to
She-Hulk.
see him, but he still kind of takes off, and that's what introduces him to the Avengers to come back later.
I mean, he's been in a lot lately because he
Mhm.
makes his first official MCU appearance in No Way Home, and then he plays a major role in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he's in Echo for a fight scene that was fully choreographed. I don't think he has any speaking lines, and if he does, it's like one or two. But like he was in a fully choreographed fight scene.
And something else to think about is this might not even be real. It could be a fake leak. Marvel's also very, very smart and could just have had this put out there as a fake lead, as a red herring type thing.
Yeah, but
It's unlikely, but
Daredevil is actually a fan favorite because he's not used as often. I hope we don't get this costume.
Well, you don't like
This
the
is-
yellow?
No,
What?
it's
he almost
Daredevil.
looks like a
He's black and
traffic
red.
cone. He looks like a traffic cone.
Nonsense. No,
But-
to play devil's advocate though, on his popularity and why they wouldn't, they put out fake leaks about Magneto and Professor X for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, and that caused so many problems. So many people were mad when they were not in Deadpool and Wolverine.
This is why we don't trust every leak we see.
That is
So,
true.
like, again, playing devil's advocate, you never know. They can do things like this, and you know what? It's helping that gym out. So I don't see why they wouldn't agree to it.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
it
We'll
also
see.
could just be.
I'm hopeful because I'm a Daredevil fan. Not my top hero, but he is one of my higher ones. If he is coming into it, honestly, I really doubt it because he's also a lot more. Well, normally he's a lot more graphic of a villain. Well, not villain, but
Well,
a hero.
that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like, yeah, Daredevil can be Red Banner rated R, but like you could also have like you could have like a PG-13. You could have a PG version of Daredevil, and it still basically mean the same thing. You would just have to change the content around.
Yeah, and you would have to ignore whenever he's actually fighting because he gets pretty vicious with his fights.
I'm saying you can do a toned down PG Daredevil. Dude, one of his villains is Stiltman. You're gonna tell me that Stiltman is a rated R villain? He does
No.
grenades at people.
What
But
I'm talking about all the people that he beats to a pulp and legitimately will continue bloodying up until usually they die.
Isn't with a Billy
what-
Club too?
he doesn't kill.
Yes.
He doesn't kill.
No, he almost kills. He takes them 2 inches of death.
He doesn't kill.
He takes them to Death's doorstop, and Death stopped answering the door when Daredevil knocks.
What we got next?
Don't do your second article. It's not what you use. Okay. I'm glad you put that in there because that was the next on the docket. So we're just going to skip over that guy. We're going to stay with movies, though, and we're going to get way too hyped and be so disappointed. You ready for it? This is coming from Forbes. Disney may be making a Knights of the Old Republic show next. I'm hoping not show. I'm hoping movie if we go this route. But let's just get into it. Again, the High Republic was supposed to be where Disney could go and play, and they would do very well. We find out actually in this article that, because of how good the High Republic was going to do, the Acolyte was scheduled for 3 seasons and a movie. That didn't happen. Anywho, so
I can't blame the content. It had potential.
Did you watch the Acolyte?
That's not what I'm saying. It was bad writing, but there was the potential there.
Okay.
I can't blame the potential. I can blame the people that have creative licenses.
So this is from Daniel Rickman, where he says Lucasfilm is developing a show set during the Knights of the Old Republic era. This echoes something Kathleen Kennedy said back in 2019, acknowledging that something was happening with KOTOR, but we haven't had any specifics since then. Now, I guess we have a report of a TV show at least. So Disney's, this is kind of where we're at so far. So The Mandalorian is apparently about to end with the first actual Star Wars movie since Rise of Skywalker. We're going to come back to this because of merchandising, okay?
Okay.
Ahsoka is getting a season 2, but this is likely still about gonna be about 3 years after season 1. So we have some time till that even happens. Andor is finally returning with season 2, but it's who knows how well it's gonna actually do this time. It's been gone for so long, people don't really notice it.
And isn't it like season 2 is the finale, right?
It's a hard ed. They are
okay.
Disney, for whatever reason, does not like Andor and didn't want to do season 2. They are finally doing it, and they're making sure it's dead afterwards. Why? I'm not sure, because it had pretty good reviews when it was out. It did not do well, but that's just because people really weren't watching a lot of Disney Plus shows at the time. And I think it was also competing against WandaVision.
Not WandaVision, but something else of that.
Winter Soldier.
Was it Loki?
The Winter Soldier.
It might have been Loki season 2.
Might have been Loki season 2.
I'll go.
No, it wasn't Loki season 2.
Anyway, currently there is nothing in the works for a second season of Obi-Wan or the Book of Boba Fett, both which do not need any more time. They both were not good in my opinion. I'm sorry to tell you that, and I am a Star Wars fan. The Acolyte was canceled without getting a season 2. That fits. Which I was so hopeful for the High Republic, but yeah. Skeleton Crew is ongoing and has received a lot of praise, but the viewership appears low, and it still has a $136 million budget. And it's unclear if it's performing well enough to return. Everything I've seen, it has not landed on any of the actual streaming charts. It's really a nothing burger. Nobody is noticing Skeleton Crew. I think the final episode is tonight, and again, nobody's really even talked about it.
I've heard praise, but nothing really, honestly.
Yeah. So, all honesty, I've gone back into the Star Wars: The Old Republic, the online game, and there actually is pieces connected to all this of where you now get merch, well, not merch, but clothing and such connected to the different shows. Skeleton Crew
like
actually has weapons in game. You can get. They apparently the studio that's currently running Star Wars: The Old Republic, because Aspire no longer has it, or not. BioWare no longer has it. Apparently. Yeah, they made clothing and such for the Acolyte. They made weapons and such for Skeleton Crew. And they made stuff for Ahsoka Season 2. In the guilds I'm in and such, I've yet to see a single person using any of this. But, I mean, maybe that's positive. I will say this. They also did add, from Episode 3, Obi-Wan and Anakin's outfits. So my Sith Jedi is walking around dressed as Anakin. Because, I mean, It's pretty hot.
You
Anywho,
have to.
Knight of the Old Republic show may be able to bridge a gap between Disney needing to get out of the Star Wars era, Skywalker era, and something that has more roots in Star Wars history and lore than the recent created High Republic. Because again, High Republic is still a new era of writing and such.
So,
The
really
Old
quick,
Republic's been around forever. Yes.
really quick. Can we explain the timeline? Because I'm a little lost. Old Republic was first, right? In
Old
context.
Republic is in context, as far as we know, Old Republic is the oldest time period. You learn in the Old Republic of time and space before it, but there's nothing really talked about of it or taught of it. So it in retrospective for a normie, I'm just gonna make this as simple for you. Okay.
Thank you.
We go to the Old Republic. There's a period of time. Old Republic lasts about 5,000 years. There's a period of time. Then we get to the High Republic. High Republic lasts for about 200 years. Then we get to the Galactic Republic. That is the episode 1, 2, and 3. Then we get to the Empire, 4, 5, 6. Then we get to the New Republic. And that's the sequel trilogy that we just don't talk about.
Current.
New Republic to First Order, because they blow up the New Republic in the 7th movie, but they never talk about it, which is frustrating.
Yes. It's the period we just don't acknowledge anymore at this moment. Maybe eventually Disney will erase all of that and re-go back and try it. Who knows? That'd be good.
You mean Star Wars ended with Episode 6? Okay.
No, Kylo Ren's there. Kylo Ren is cool.
I think they could have done so much more.
Yep.
So it ends with Episode 6 with dreams of Kylo Ren.
Justin dreams of Kylo Ren quite often.
I do. Ben Swallow.
That's why Justin keeps his special sock around.
Anyways, Andor was nestled between She-Hulk and the Santa Clauses. 2 disappointing Disney Plus shows.
Okay.
So I can see why it underperformed.
Yeah, because everybody was just kind of done.
Yeah.
Now, the fun thing about the Old Republic is before the period where the Rule of Two comes up in the Sith. So Rule 2 always means one master, one apprentice. During the Old Republic, you just have Jedi and Sith temples. The Jedi and Sith are in a massive, massive war throughout the whole Old Republic period. And there's so much you can go into. If they touch the story of Revan or any of his followers, you have to touch that with an extremely careful hand. Because if you make one mistake, you've lost every Old Republic fan right there. There is so many specifics with Revan that are so crucial. Because the cool thing about Revan, you ready for a quick little deep dive? The cool thing about Revan...
Quick. Isn't he the one that made the Rule of 2?
No. No. Rule 2 comes way, way later.
Okay.
No, Revan went ahead and was a Jedi. He was a very strong Jedi. He went ahead and the Mandalorians, the group that Boba Fett's armor is based on. The Mandalorians go ahead and start a big galactic conquest. And the Jedi are sitting and waiting, not doing anything. Because, again, Jedi are peacekeepers, not war fighters. The Republic's job is to take care of that. Their job is just to make sure peace exists. Revan decides that, no, that's not the case. So him and Malik go ahead and go off. They find a Star Forge. They build a massive galactic fleet. They bring Jedi with them. They go to war. The council then deems that they've all become Sith because they're now warmongers and banish them. That being said, I just had the name of it. The Star Forge is a more dark side piece, and so they get very much influenced by it. So Revan does fall to the dark side and becomes a Sith Lord. However, the fun thing with Revan's arc, and this is why you have to be super careful with it, Revan redeems himself. Comes back to the light to conquer the Sith, to bring balance back to the Force.
That's cool.
And you have to be super careful with his whole story because of how intertwined it is, because he gets so connected with everyone. because we also find out so that's really the main story of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, which was canon. Disney decided that Star Wars no longer is canon. Was canon at the time, though. We learned that one of his generals, I forget, is it Citra? I forget her name. Anywho, one of the generals who followed him kind of ends up setting off a bomb that sends a wave through the Force, and actually starts to disconnect everybody from the Force, and can actually be used. And that's the plot of number 2. Could actually be used to go ahead and destroy the Force. However, she gets redeemed, and all is good. It's a really good timeline, and there's, again, even if they don't want to look at that, they could legitimately go to the Old Republic online game, and all that is just online. It's just talking about all the different individual stories happening. Because, again, you got Mandalorians that are at large. They've got wars going on. You got the Republic and the Sith legitimately battling over and over again. You got the Jedi and the Sith battling and over again. There's so much going on. I'm excited for the concept and the idea. I don't know if Lucas has the writers that could do it right now. That sound about right, Jub?
Oh yeah. I'm not getting my hopes up.
You know
You
how I
gotta
am about
believe.
Old Republic period.
Believe.
But also, like, the
Jamie, to give you an idea of how I am about Old Republic, I bought a PS5 because Aspire was working on the remake that was coming to the PS5 first. That's the only reason I own one. Mind you,
Yeah, no, I
that
know.
was announced when the console came out, and it's still does not exist. They stopped talking about it because I don't think Aspire is doing it anymore. Go on, Jub.
The Old Republic is so war battle heavy that I don't think Lucasfilms can pull it off nowadays. Good.
I do have a solid question for you though. So
Okay.
I'm in that same spot. However, if Lucasfilms does it, is it a live action or is it an animated kind of like the Clone Wars?
Okay, if it's animated, I think they can pull it off.
I think if they go the route of the Clone Wars, even if they go that kind of art style, I mean, I would prefer more of a hand-drawn art style, but if you go that route, I think Lucasfilm can actually do it. Because there's so much room you can play with, and then you can make the budget a lot less. You don't have to do these big budgets because one voice actor can do 20 characters. That's the nice thing about voice actors. They're very good at changing their voice very fast. And you could make that budget a lot better. I think it would work. I think it would look good. I have hopes. I know my hopes are, in vain, but
Yep.
I'm hoping I don't lose power here. Okay. So let's jump to the park stuff, shall we?
Why not?
Got 2 more articles, right?
I've got 2 to 3, depending on how we're doing. It looks like I have enough power, so I should be able to switch. So we're just going to... The camera I'm using used a lot of power, and the battery was kind of dead. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to step out for a second. You guys talk for a second.
George stepping out. We're here.
Yeah, so how's it going, Justin?
I'm chilling, brother.
Nice. I'm excited to come out this weekend.
Yeah? I didn't even know that you were coming down, for sure.
Yeah. Gotta get out of this town.
Understandable.
Yeah, so I've just been watching One Piece really recently. I'm in the War of the Greats.
Lynn just finished Alabasta, and she started Skypiea.
I know you guys aren't big fans of Skypiea. I didn't think it was horrible.
The part where they're traveling up the current thingy.
What I don't like about it, remember I read it, right?
Yeah.
So what I hated about it was all the like jungle scenes Well, it just all looked the same because the backgrounds were all the same.
That's fair. I'll be honest.
That's what I didn't like about it.
I used it as background noise and just listened, so
Yeah, and like Sky P is like one of those arcs that's just drawn on for so long that it's just like annoyingly long.
I get that.
I should be good because I was able to get another power source. So both devices are charging. We're good.
All right.
Okay, day. Because this next section, knowing you, Job, and knowing me, this section is going to take a little longer.
Oh no!
It's time for the Lunar New Year. Jamie, when we did the Christmas one, this is not as long as the Christmas one.
Thank God.
It took Justin and I like 2 hours.
Yes, I know. I'm well aware.
So,
and you sang it like a song.
And Job singing like a song.
Golden rings.
All right. So the Lunar New Year Festival is starting soon, which I'm excited for. These are the new Sip and Savor badges.
Those are cute.
You can ask specifically for one.
Would you let me zoom in? No? Can we go this way?
This is from the Disney Parks blog, too.
The official Disney Parks blog.
No, we're not going to be able to zoom. That's great.
I haven't looked through this yet. Lynn did, but I did not.
They also have new gift cards.
That
they actually put effort into
I like
this.
those.
Yeah, and you can use the gift cards to buy the Sip and Savor passes if you wanted.
So the marketplace, Bamboo Blessings, which will be open the 17th through February 16th. Sorry, Jamie.
I'm going to miss it all. Or most of it. All. Most of it.
Yes, that's right, because there is a couple items Jamie and I saw last night that actually will be available.
Only at one place, though.
Yeah, so we'll get down to that.
One booth opening early or something?
Lamplight.
Actually at Lamplight.
What's really cool, really quick before we get into this, is spread out through the entire park and even in like the hotels in downtown Disney.
So they're like fully making it an event as opposed to just booths.
Yes. Which I think is really cool. Fine. I think the Sip and Savor pass is still for the marketplace booths, but there's at least like 3 or 4 things or at least something everywhere.
So for Food and Wine Festival, the Sip and Savor pass actually would also cover some food at some of the restaurants.
Okay. Same with Festival of Holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I haven't been in a couple of years, so that's new.
When we went to DCA in like November, we were able to get one of the drinks at Smoke Jumpers with the Sip and Savor.
Okay.
What I remember.
So, at the New Year Marketplace, at the Bamboo Blessings, we have the mini char siu pork shanks with rice and pineapple cutlery.
Before we get any further, we're going to apologize now for pronunciation.
Oh, yeah.
We are 3 white guys. None of us have Asian blood in us.
That is a very, very fair statement. We're also going to skip whatever's not new because Justin and I don't need to go through 2 hours of reading a menu.
Again.
A brown sugar milk tea. So it's a Joffy's coffee. I cannot speak. Joffy's coffee and Teaco Sullen tea with hot toke inspired banana milk inspired brown sugar syrup, maple and butter pecan. I cannot speak tonight. And oat milk garnished with banana milk infused whipped cream. They also have the Lunar New Year shaped light up straw clip. Woo! Only
everyone has that one.
Yeah. The noodles.
I don't need to shower tonight.
The noodles.
Yep, the Parmesan noodles are back. Wonderful. Longevity Noodle Co. We have a new item of the Tropical Coconut Cooler. A coconut cream, coconut milk, house-made jackfruit syrup, dragon fruit syrup, leche nectar, and cherry juices garnished with mango coconut foam and rainbow jellies.
Non-alcoholic.
That is non-alcoholic. It sounds pretty good.
That sounds good.
Who wants to grab the next one?
I got it. It's the Mandarin citrus meal, Mandarin vodka with grapefruit liquor, lime juice, Mandarin and apricot purees, and candied orange syrup topped with ginger beer and garnished with orange rock candies.
That sounds solid. Like, I need to make some reservations because that's solid.
Yeah.
Next up is the Lucky 8 Lantern. Their new thing is the chocolate firecracker. It's
Oh
a
my god,
light.
Jamie, you're so smart pulling it up on your phone.
I know.
I'm over here trying to look at my tiny iPad. Like,
I didn't even
the
realize.
tiny like view.
Send it to you, right?
So at the Lucky 8
Oh, thanks,
Lantern is the chocolate firecracker. It's a light chocolate mousse, chocolate ganchi filling, chocolate almond daiquiris, and popping candies featuring Dove dark chocolate.
Ganache is the word you were looking for there.
Yeah.
Then we got the guava lemongrass cocktail, which is silver rum, guava nectar juice, house-made lemongrass syrup, and lime juice, garnished with lemon will. Job, do you want to take one?
Give me a second.
We also have the Year of the Snake margarita. Oh, why did I start this one? Reposado tequila, lime juice, kiwi syrup, and mango puree garnished with a snake gummy. That's that
Snake
one.
gummy. Oh my god, it's like a
Um,
gummy snake. That's so cute.
What do you think snake gummy was?
I don't know. Oh my god, the Kung Pao Bao is back! What is that?
That's the red panda valve from Pixar Fest.
They also
Oh!
have the Harland Raspberry Yuja Lemonade Ale.
Okay, pop off.
Do you want to jump in now that you're caught up
The
with the
strawberry
class?
lychee cocktail, bourbon strawberry puree, lychee syrup, and lime juice garnished with a skewered lime gummy.
Next up, they have the Lunar New Year beer flight. That's all the information.
I
a beer
assume it's a
flight.
flight of these following beers: the Study Break Lychee and White Tea Hard Seltzer, Three Weavers X. I'm not gonna say that. IPA, Brewery X Panda Pool Party Lager. And
I'm
that's it.
down to try it.
Apparently
that's not new.
Wine that we had the flight, and it was like
Oh,
all
it was
lagers and
god-awful?
all IPAs, and it was
Oh,
awful.
god awful.
The hard seltzer sounds kind of good.
The Red Dragon Spice Traders, a fire chicken wings with sesame seaweed crunch.
Next up
Interesting.
is forgive me again. I have no clue what some of these words are. Is the spicy gochujang chicken tacos
Good
with
try.
with yacha citrus cabbage slaw.
That might go hard.
Yeah, just good
and
job.
the-
If
Good-
I knew what the words
good luck.
were, that would help.
And the peach makaguli cocktail, peach rice wine, citron vodka, ginger liqueur, cucumber syrup, and white grape and lime juice is garnished with a skewered frozen peach and grape.
Then, wrapped with love, we have the faux dipped with rice noodles, a sliced beef, shaved jalapenos, pickled onions, and faux broth.
Next up is the fried lemongrass chicken dumpling with plum sauce, and the mandarin orange cream puff filled with citrus cream and mandarin
Compote.
I don't know.
The taro Vietnamese style iced coffee's back. We like that, didn't we, dear?
Hmm?
We like the taro coffee, right? Yeah. I'm excited for that.
And now, away from the marketplace, so this is the rest of DCA.
Wait.
Over at
Hold on, wait. This is a crime. Who's in
What?
charge of this?
in charge of what?
In charge of deciding the food for
Why?
the booths. Because the hot dog pretzel is missing.
Well, remember we only
No,
read
it's
out
not.
what was new because
It's not.
it's in the pictures. I believe it's at one of the shops.
Did they move it to a shop?
Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
somewhere
god.
else.
Ah.
We'll
Oh
get
my God.
we'll get to it. We'll get to
Oh
it.
my god.
I gotta remember where I was.
This was
Down,
a serious
down.
matter, and none of you are taking me seriously enough.
Is it the Mickey
Because
shaped
it's
one?
disgusting.
Because I'd already
It's
read the
amazing.
thing.
Wait, Justin.
Yes.
Yeah, it's at select outdoor vending carts.
Oh,
It got downgraded to
booth.
just like a.
Yeah.
It got downgraded to just the hot dog cart.
I'm okay with that.
Over at Aunt Cass's Cafe, we have the almond cookie bread pudding, which is almond bread pudding with gooey almond center, mandarin orange creme angles, whipped topping, toasted almond, and an almond cookie.
And that one's available with the Sip and Savor Pass. It says on here what is and what isn't. So, for example, the snake sourdough bread at Aunt Cass's is not available with the Sip and Savor.
Yeah, because that's just a big thing of bread. Our next new item is over at the Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, where we have a mango and coconut
Hold on,
sagu
you
parfait.
skipped award wieners.
There was nothing new there.
There's nothing new at Award Wieners.
Oh, nothing new. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, you-
Layers of coconut sagu pudding, mango passion fruit compote, and mango yogurt mousse topped with toasted coconut and a Mickey decoration. And hey, the bourbon bread cart gets the sourdough bread. Who would have guessed?
Clarabelle's has lychee fruit sundae. So lychee sorbet, raspberry syrup, mandarin orange slices, raspberries, and black sesame seeds. That might go hard.
They also get the mandarin orange cream puff filled with citrus cream and mandarin compote. And that one is available with the Sip and Savor.
So the Hollywood
Interesting.
Lounge gets the same mandarin citrus meal that one at the booth has.
Which makes
Okay.
total sense because of how busy it is, and that drink sounds pretty solid.
Yeah.
Which means we can
Lamplight.
mobile order it. Lamplight. Okay, this first one, I'm not going to lie. I saw, and I was like, that might make me go alone. The Vietnamese barbecue pork chop, which I'm not normally crazy about,
Hold on.
with spicy...
Before you get into this one, everything at Lamplight, like I said earlier, is available from January 8th through April 27th.
Oh, wow.
So it has a longer window.
Except for the Three Weavers Brewing Company sour ale, that's only through April 29th. Or no,
Yes.
that's all the way
No,
through.
they all have different.
They all have
endings.
different dates, actually. So be very careful looking at those if you were trying to go at an odd time.
No? Oh, they are actually all different. You're right.
But they all start
yes.
the 8th.
They all start the 8th. So the first one, the Vietnamese barbecue pork chops with spicy garlic noodles and chili marinated cucumbers. That sounds fantastic.
That sounds pretty good.
Like, that sounds like an upset stomach later, and that sounds like a
Oh,
day for
yeah.
Tums. But that sounds so good.
Green
They-
tea donuts.
Yeah.
Those look pretty good.
I don't know about that. Like, I would try them if we're there, and who knows? Right now, maybe Jamie and I will be there on Friday. Never know.
Yeah. The final thing they have at Lamplight is the Three Weavers Brewing Company Synthwave Sour Ale.
Okay.
More liquor. Always need more liquor. The Paradise Garden Grill. We are getting a beef and broccoli, which is a marinated steak tips with fried rice, green onions, and toasted sesame seeds. And then 7 Savor Pass is available for tasting size. That looks pretty good too. Like, there
That
are
is
some
plant-based.
really good, solid options.
They're also getting a strawberries and cream roulade covered in a toasted almond slices. That looks like a little pastry dish.
They're also getting the Brewery X Hard Peach Tea Stir and the Strawberry Lychee cocktail with bourbon, strawberry puree, lychee syrup, and a lime garnish with a skewered lime gummy. Again, it looks like the drinks got spread out to try and get people away from the booths a little bit too.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pim's Test
I'll take
Kitchen.
this one.
Go for it.
Pim's Test Kitchen getting the Legend of the 10 Spices flatbread pizza. Kung Pao beef, sesame spread, toasted bok choy, and Napa cabbage served with onion cilantro salad and garnished with heirloom radish and chili threads.
That sounds disgusting.
Shang-Chi
does.
content in
But-
2025.
I have this
It's a
to say.
food item.
I am so happy that they're including this throughout the entire park, but that they're also
Yes.
like theming it as well, like with pins.
Yeah,
It's-
because like they've never really themed like festival items to their
Well,
restaurant.
Food and Wine Festival gets a little bit more themed because Food and
Yeah,
Wine
but,
Festival has
like-
been always profitable.
I wouldn't
but-
say like this though.
No, the Lunar Festival always to me seems like it's never really made money until last year was extremely busy.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if Disney's just doubling down, saying, "Okay, you know what? It worked last year. Maybe if we go hard on it, maybe we can get more people to continue to come back to it."
and kind of following the same thought process, the Smoke Jumpers Grill has the fire chicken wings, so kind of sticking with the theming. Fire, smoke jumpers.
They're chicken wings.
Yes.
Fire chicken wings with sesame seaweed crunch. Wasn't that? No, the seaweed crunch was just used on something else. So
Yeah, but that's available with Sip and Savor.
that is available.
It's
Sip and Savor.
not a tasting portion either.
Yeah, that's something else.
You're
to
right,
look
Yeah.
at.
it did not specify it.
It's the full size.
You're right. The Studio Catering Co. is
All the
getting
items.
the Moo Shu pork burrito, which is a sautéed vegetable, egg fried rice, crispy noodles with a side of plum sauce. And that opens on the 8th also.
It does. I didn't notice that one.
The scallion pancake tostada, which is a fried scallion pancake,
What?
bulgogi beef,
Yep.
a kimichi aioli, and
Kimchi.
a spicy, thank you, and a spicy scallion salad.
They also have the
Now-
brown sugar. Oh, go ahead.
So yeah, Studio Catering Company, theirs are chain like on different dates also because that one starts on the 17th too. So
Well, remember last
Yeah.
year, like halfway through the festival, they got the orange chicken burrito and it got like shadow dropped.
yeah,
Like there was no mention of it at all until it was out.
yeah. So it's kind of odd that how their menu is working on at least this event.
They also are going to have the brown sugar milk tea, Joffrey's coffee and tea co, Ceylon tea, hot tea co inspired brown sugar syrup, maple and butter pecan syrups, and oat milk garnished with banana milk infused whipped cream. Whoa.
You got a hard one there.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a lot in this. Select outdoor vendors.
My
Justin's
beloved,
favorite.
the
So gross.
Mickey-shaped hot dog bun,
We are
Bureau
also-
style Mickey-shaped bun stuffed
It's
with
not new.
hot dogs, finished with
It's not
sesame
new.
seeds and
We're not talking about it.
scallions.
We're
And it's
moving
not
on.
good.
This is the
It's-
best item.
It is not.
on all, hot take, scorching even. This is the best item available at all on the resort year long.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I will. That is fighting words. I will gladly go ahead and stand up against you. There is so much better than that.
So the picture next to it looks interesting. It's the sweet taro bread, taro cream, cheese icing, and condensed milk.
Woo!
It looks interesting.
That one might be pretty good. That might go pretty hard.
Yeah, like the one next to it.
No.
They're then announcing the
Um,
churros. This is
Oh
by
my
Goofy
God, why
Sky
are all the
School
churros new?
and Senior Buzzes.
Legitimately, every churro is new. Okay, so
This sounds good.
churros near Goofy Sky School and Senior Buzz is the Vietnamese Vietnamese coffee churro. It's a classic churro rolled in coffee sugar, topped with a bold coffee icing and sweetened condensed milk. I don't like coffee. That sounds interesting.
That sounds really good.
The churros
Churros-
at Hollywoodland, they're going to be the toasted sesame and red bean churro. Classic churro rolled in a toasted sesame sugar with red bean whip topping and sesame toule, I think is that word.
Sounds good too.
It's a One Piece reference.
How?
Red bean soup. Anywho,
All right, bro.
Bing Bong sweet stuff and trolley treats is getting the Firecracker Marshmallow Wand, which is a marshmallows on a stick dipped in caramel and red-colored white chocolate, decorated with yellow sanding sugar, a piece of black licorice. Why? And a yellow Mickey chocolate piece. Black licorice is gross.
Yes,
It's
they
the
also
it's the fuse on the firecracker.
okay. Fair.
I get that.
They're also going to have the Mickey Lantern, carameled apple, Granny Smith apple dipped in caramel and decorated with marshmallows ears dipped in red-colored white chocolate, decorated with red sanding sugar, and a gold and red flower chocolate piece.
The novelties, a new stainless steel tumbler, a new the Mickey shaped light up straw. So that's the light up straw. That's the tumbler. I like the tumbler.
Yeah.
I'm not a year snake, so I really don't care, but I like the tumbler. Hotels. The coffee house is getting a honeydew Collins, which is a gin with coconut, honeydew, lime leaf, and elderflower.
At the Grand Californian Craftsman's Bar, they're receiving the Moon Dragon, which is a premium soju, St. German Hennessy, cherry juice, plum bitters, and Luxardo cherries.
The Grand Californian Great Hall Cart is getting a Lunar New Year Mickey-shaped sugar cookie.
Okay.
They're also
Pop.
getting a macaroon box.
They're getting a macaroon box. Pop
I
off.
think that's been there before. It's not new.
Yeah.
No, it's been there before, but okay. Great Maple American Eatery is getting the 5-spice sugar donut holes served in a Chinese takeout box with a chocolate sauce, raspberry sauce, and whipped cream for dipping.
What's
if you don't know
different
where
about
that is, that's the Pixar Place Hotel, because I had no clue
Yeah.
where that was until I looked.
What's
Gotcha.
different about that?
That's new?
Great Maple hasn't been part of this festival before.
Okay,
So this is a new item for the festival.
I suppose. What was the dipping sauces normally?
No, I think the whole idea, like the spicing of it and such, and then they're putting it in Chinese takeout box. I think
I'm
they
asking you. Oh, is it a different spice?
I think there's new spices on them.
Okay.
Because the chocolate sauce is normally there. The raspberry sauce I've never had, but I'm sure they probably have.
Yeah.
Whipped cream is whipped cream, but it's probably new spices on the donuts.
Okay.
Because they do get every season they do get a new seasonal donut, or every month or something.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So they're just their seasonal donut is as part of the event.
Gotcha.
I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
Also, their donuts are. I don't think they normally have donut holes. They have big donuts.
Oh, okay.
The Sketchpad Cafe is going to have a giant brown butter and lemon fortune cookie, a red velvet and cream cheese whoopie pie, strawberry and chocolate chip overnight oats, coconut matcha latte with sweet mango puree and coconut jelly, and the taro dirty milk tea with rainbow something boba.
Which Sketchpad Cafe, because I didn't know it actually had a name, is the cafe inside of Pixar Place.
Is
I
it
was
the
like,
one
where in the world? Right outside
pool?
the shop,
Okay.
the gift shop right there.
Oh, okay.
Downtown Disney District, Ballast Point Brewing Company. We are getting the sweet and spicy pork ribs, which is 1 pound of St. Louis ribs tossed in a sweet sambal glaze, garnished with sesame seed and scallions.
Pop off.
Beignet Express is getting a Lunar New Year special glazed beignet, green tea maca glazed with the white chocolate drizzle.
Ooh.
Beignets are good the way they are.
They don't look good. I'm looking at the picture. They look sickly.
Oh yeah, they look ugly in the picture, but
they look sickly.
So Centrico and Paseo.
Which one's that?
The Centrico is how do I explain these? Paseo is what?
Is it one of the 3 new Mexican restaurants?
Yes, they're both from the same kitchen.
Okay, so is it the one outside, the upstairs, or the walk-up window?
I believe it's the walk-up and the upstairs.
Okay.
No, Centrico I think is the bar. So it's the walk-up and the bar, I believe. They're getting the pork belly bao bun tacos, which, oh god, tamarindo, chipotle glaze, pickled veggies, and cilantro Crillo. I cannot roll my R's, so
I love this next one. It's at the
Go
Jazz Kitchen. It is a snake in my boot cocktail. It is rum, melon liquor, pineapple juice, and half and half. I just love the name.
Hold up. That might be good.
I personally
what
love
is
the
this
name.
blasphemy?
What?
In a second. Splitsville, we are getting the Serpent's Tail, which is a... Go for it, Jub.
Serpent tail, kanikama crab, cream cheese, water chestnuts, and chives that rolled in tempura, fried, served with Thai chili sauce, spicy mayo, and sriracha hot chili sauce. That is the sushi roll on the images above.
That's pretty solid.
Good.
We also skipped over the at Naples. The something ma pizza with the Napoleon crust, mozzarella cheese, marinated pork, pickled carrot, and something radish, raw jalapeno, cilantro, Vietnamese mayonnaise, and sriracha sauce drizzles. Sorry.
And then, no, you're good. Back at Splitsville, we also have the Leche Martini, which is a vodka, elderflower liquor, and leche juice garnished with a leche and mint sprig. And then Vista Parkside Market is getting the Serpentine Sour Gin, Serpentine Sour, which is a gin and zuju juice, egg white, and lemon peel. And then this is just kind of going over what they suggest for kids. Where is Din Tai Fung?
That's franchise.
What is this blasphemy?
It's franchise.
Technically, Great Maple is too.
And
Is it?
isn't
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Splitsville and Ballast Point?
Ballast Point is, Splitsville is, but they do a lot of work with Disney, so they jump in whatever festival they can.
Uh-huh.
That's.
They already
Well, I
have a
guess-
perfect menu.
I mean, they do have a perfect menu. You only need to go in there. You only need to get the soup bows, and you're good.
I mean,
You
you're
gotta
wrong.
try them. You gotta try them, Jamie.
I have.
Did you?
Yeah, we went with Bailey and Jordan.
Well, you gotta try them again.
I thought that was Parker. No, that was you.
Parker
You're right.
hasn't been.
You're right. You're right.
Parker hasn't been since they redid the entrance.
You're right. It has been a minute. Okay. On to the next one. We're gonna go back over to Mice. Actually, I don't think we've been there yet tonight. So Mice Chat, because the Parkside Market has opened at Downtown Disney.
I'm so excited to try some of these.
Yeah, because these look good.
I'm excited to check it out too.
Jub, just so you know, I muted you for a minute because you had a pretty good rattle going on behind you. So the Parkside Market, let's see. Like, the new building looks good. Like, it is a well-designed building.
It looks, I want to say it's 50 Art Deco-ish. I could
Oh,
be
my
mistaken
mic
in
muted, it's
that.
still going on.
Wait, what up, Jub?
He still
I
has
had, my
background
mic,
noise.
I had my mic muted. It's still going on. Unless you can't hear it right now.
I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so just chime in when you...
But going
Alrighty.
back, go up the picture. I love the Art Deco for California. It fits.
Yeah.
So if you go down to where you can see the building, that is so California.
It also matches with the Disneyland Hotel, like, right there. Like, their aesthetics are very complimentary.
Yes, they did a very good job with that, but also making it modern.
Yeah. So, let's see.
Where is this?
Right across from Din Tai Fung.
Hold on. Jub, Spider-Man store over here.
Where? I can't see your
Over here.
mouse.
Stained glass.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can
Okay.
see the monorail in the left and the Lego store in the left edge of the picture.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to say where Spider-Man is, and Jub knows where you're talking about.
I don't know where Spider-Man is.
Dude, that store is awesome, Jamie.
I'm excited to check it out.
So, I wish I was able to zoom. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna go over to this one to downsize you, to enlarge you.
When you guys go, look for that Spider-Man action figure for me.
Yes, I'm
The
trying to remember
Secret
which one
Wars
it
one.
was.
It's in the
The
black
Secret
suit.
Wars one. Black suit. Okay. Hey, look, we can zoom in. So, this is 3 different restaurants, and a bar, because I believe it's total 4 spaces. So, like, we got original fried chicken, and that looks like it says $18. Are you done zooming? Oh, there it goes.
Zoom. Zoom.
We got this sweet and spicy fried chicken. We got ranch fried chicken. I'm a fried chicken place. I'm all for. We got chicken strips. We got some desserts. I know we go further into them. Then Soul Sister. We got some bowls, more dumplings. But I think Soul Sister is kind of a weird place, except for the fact that this is a walk-up restaurant right across the way from Din Tai Fung.
Yeah.
And
It
then
looks like it's a different style.
Yeah,
It's also quick service.
it is quick service. That I think that's the biggest thing of it. This is pretty though. This is a pretty looking restaurant. Like again, it is just quick service, but I'm for the look. So this is. I'm gonna guess beef and egg, but
yes, beef and egg. It's $19. It's the bulgogi beef, carrots, kale, egg, sesame oil, spicy goat cheese seal sauce. Beef is $18 with the beef. I'm not even gonna try some of these words because I can't. But they have beef and egg, beef, chicken, pork belly, and tofu. They have dumplings as an appetizer, grab and go Korean chicken salad.
Then we go down. We got the Sip and Sonder, which apparently is a LA cafe I've never heard of.
Yeah, it's coffee and espressos, cold brew.
I like coffee.
They have some specialties and something called So Icy, and I can't quite read what those ones are.
The Hummingbird and the Monarch, whatever those are. I'm guessing they're iced coffees.
I assume they're frozen drinks, actually. But yes.
Oh, you think? There's one of the lattes. You want something?
Looks tiny.
It looks tiny, but it also looks like a latte.
Yep.
I'm curious. Okay, so what latte was
the
it?
Oxnai latte with charcoal in it.
Ooh, it's charcoal.
So supposedly it's a 12 ounce, and it looks like I'm gonna guess that's probably like a
$6.79.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's awfully
For
expensive
12 ounce?
for. Yeah.
Bro.
There's also another size. I think it says large, but I can't tell for sure.
It looked like a
I think it's 16.
16. Yeah.
It looks like it's $1 more.
But that is a 12. What he's holding.
Yeah. Gigi's Chicken Shop, a family-friendly eatery from James Beard award-winning creators, featuring a menu of comfort foods like chicken sandwiches, salads, and classic sides.
They have the 3 crispy chicken strips, waffle fries, crispy Brussels sprouts, sweet corn, some elote, it's lime chipotle. Yeah, I'm not gonna try some of these words again. I'm tired.
This
and a
one looks
broccoli
pretty
slaw.
solid.
For desserts and drinks, they have chocolate dirt pudding, blah, 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 oatmeal cream pie, and a frozen strawberry lemonade with chicken strips on the kids' menu for kids 9 and under. And then there's sandwiches that I can't quite make out on this.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So
there's the original fried chicken sandwich, sweet and spicy fried chicken, ranch fried chicken, and grilled chicken. Then there's the California salad and the kale and Brussels sprout salad.
looking at the sandwich. The sandwich looks pretty good. The waffle fries, they look like they need to be fried more. The chicken sandwich was incredibly light and crunchy. There's also some slight sweetness with a kick. The waffle fries are also spiced. We give it 2 thumbs up. Sure. The crispy Brussels sprouts. That's crispy Brussels sprouts.
Burnt.
They're crispy Brussels sprouts. You know something? You and I will not eat them.
I wouldn't either. I've had Brussels sprouts. Not my favorite. I'll eat them occasionally, but I avoid them.
So then the Vista Parkside bars upstairs. This is a nice looking bar.
It looks beautiful.
Disney has done some nice looking bars of recent. I don't know if we necessarily need another bar in that area, but because does Breezeway get super busy?
You're the one that's supposed to know that, George.
I don't think Breezeway gets that busy. Like we've had times where they've been busy, but they're not ever like super packed. The only bar that over there that's always super packed is Trader Sam's, but that's because it's Trader Sam's.
And it's itty bitty.
So they got cocktails, beers, sparkling wines.
Sparkling and rosé, white, red, and 0 proof.
They're a bar. Go check my chat article if you want to read closer into the. We're going to skip the script by it. They got the Smoky Sunset.
On the wing.
I'm not even going to try.
Oh.
Not even going to try.
Yeah, no.
It looks interesting. Yeah, so on the wing.
St. Germain with Sheridan Brute.
Why is the glass a bird?
Served in a glass bird.
Better question. Why am I drinking my drink out of the butt of a bird?
Because it's taller than the head.
Tweet.
It doesn't fix the problem, Jamie.
George, don't worry. The next one's a bird too.
The flamingo.
It's called the Flamboyance. It's frosé served in a flamingo glass. Can be made with, I'm not even trying those words, with a rosé or a 0 proof rose.
Then the Nocturnal Overlook, which is Tito's vodka, chocolate liqueur, and Sip and Sonder espresso. If you go closely, you can see the word Vista on top. I mean, I guess
that looks like
kinda
Loki.
Loki. It's Laki.
I'll stick with my my expensive coffee and drinks and such on Disney Cruise Line, where the drinks actually look like whatever they're supposed to look like. The
Next
Morning Mist.
Yep.
Which is a Garrison Brothers small batch bourbon, Earl Grey, Angostura, orange bitters. That is a solid drink. That is a drink I would gladly have. I'd go up there and just sit down with a good bourbon, and you can't beat the Monroe View. I love the view. The view is good.
It looks like it. So if you go up a little bit, there on the left side, down one. On the left side, up to the left of Parkside, it looks like there's an outdoor deck.
I believe so. Just based on the way it's looked while they've been building it. And then they go further into it. Where are we at? We're at an hour 44 so far.
Avengers!
So this is old news, but we'll kind of just cruise through it pretty quickly. Avengers Reserve is now officially fully open, with, of course, Ant-Man and the Wasp hiding in it. We showed those we have to post those videos. They're eventually coming. The Hulk. This is a Marvel store. It's actually a pretty good Marvel store. I think Justin and I both ranked it pretty well.
I mean,
it looks like from COVID when they had
you. Go, Jamie.
I was just saying, it looks like the store they had from COVID that was in the lot. It looks like it has a lot of the same type of stuff.
Yes,
because that did very well. So it looks like they just brought it out. Yes, because this is more themed, but this is also more collector side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
so there's more figures, there's action figures, there's cosplay items. There you can buy full on helmets and such in here. There's a lot more in this.
Which I think it's cool because that store was very, very popular during COVID. I'm glad they brought it back in a way.
I love this, especially when we compared this to the Star Wars store in downtown Disney.
Yep.
This is what that store should have been, is a more reminiscent, like, here's items that you can get in the park, but also here's, collectibles you can't get.
Yeah.
You can also play Marvel Rivals inside the store.
You actually can play Marvel Rivals in the store. There are 2 systems set up. Justin did not sit down and play. We continued moving. Then D-Landers is opened up. This is
so
more
excited to check it out.
Your fancy clothing. Again, for the most part, there's not much for guys in this store yet, but they do have Roosevelts. What Jordan was kind of curious about when we walked it is if they were going to get the men's Lululemon line also. But really, this is like the guys section at this moment. And Lego got a refresh.
But they haven't redone the figures outside that have been promised.
The thing they did do, but he doesn't have pictures of it. They have new posters on the outside where the minifigs used to be, and they're actually like Disneyland attraction posters, but with minifigs and such. They're actually pretty solid. They're pretty solid.
Check that out.
Yeah, also all the quote-unquote artwork pieces inside, so like the Sorcerer Mickey, I believe that is also new artwork.
It is. And then Wonderful World Suites, that's not supposed to be till spring. I'm not even sure why they have it in this article. Maybe they're just going to go over because they're going over everything. The Arthur and Sons Steak and Bourbon, this is eventually coming. This is supposed to be I believe this and Pearl Roadside Barbecue is what's taking the spot of the Tortilla Joe's.
I think so, because if you look on the right of the picture you're on, you can actually see the front of the barbecue place. You can see the sign, the side view of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting that they're changing it this much, because I had assumed that the barbecue place was going to, especially this layout, was going to be on this side and take over the walk-up space that Tortilla Joe's used to have, the like mini Chipotle. And I figured the steakhouse was going to be in the main doors and take the main part of the restaurant. So it's interesting seeing that it looks like they're going to take out a good chunk of the building, or even the whole building. They're taking out at least the second floor is what this looks like in these concepts.
It also looks like in the concept they're putting more of the artificial grass in between the barbecue place and Splitsville.
So that actually is already here, because this is what is currently being called the alleyway. It's a extension to Splitsville. Earl Sandwich is getting a restaurant.
I feel
eventually,
like every year.
I mean, we now actually have concept art, so we're a little bit further along. I don't know where. So, another location for Earl Sandwich will soon begin construction in the Parkside Stage area near the new security gate in downtown Disney. Oh, okay. So Spider-Man's over here, Joe.
I like Spider-Man.
So this is going on that back side where right now there's nothing over there.
Okay.
Because the point out of the security point is like right over here on this side. So
okay.
It's at the end of the plaza of Din Tai Fung. God, they're putting them way back there. Why does Earl Sandwich always get like the worst location spots?
You'd think they'd get something better with how much they've gone through and how much they're sticking through with it.
But how much they're used? They're always busy. I like the look inside though. And their current food truck.
Huh.
Earl Sandwich. Porto's Bakery.
Really quick, staying with Earl of Sandwich. It's cool because it's going to be and there's upstairs is going to be the Canterbury Tavern, inspired by the swinging 60s British invasion pop and rock bands from the UK.
Yeah, so that's what this concept art is here, which it looks great.
It looks phenomenal.
But again, do we need that many extra bars in Downtown Disney?
Apparently, we do.
That's so many. Porto's Bakery and Cafe. Supposedly still working on it. Still coming. This is where La Brea is supposed to be. Well, La Brea currently is. I have yet to hear if they actually ended up signing their contracts because that was the big dispute because Porto's is always closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas, but Disney was telling them they'd have to be open. Supposedly, it's still process of moving forward. The Typhung update. That's just the openings, and that's all old information. Thank you for my chat for filling out the rest of your page with old information. I do have one little one we can kind of go through. This is the new structuring and such of D23. Do we want to talk about it?
The new structuring of D23?
Let's do it quick.
It's not a big one. D23 member benefits. So they are breaking it up on the cost and such. So now you get to choose a plan. So the free plan, you just get the newsletter and access to general events, meaning you can buy your tickets. The gold member essential plan, you get your gold member certificate card, a gold member pin, the collectible magnet, the passport savings, which never really has had anything worthwhile. You do get the Lorcana card at the $50 price point. Access to the D23 publication calendar, magazines, the member events, and the member offers, plus the regular basic stuff. So certificate, magnet pin, savings passport, events, discounts, and Lorcana card. Now, this is where things have changed because it used to be there. Everything was just one big thing. The gold member choice plan is $100. You get one premium item and then everything the same. And then the complete plan for $299 is all 4 premium items. We're gonna go down to the premium items here right now.
Okay.
I like this because this gives you options. So if you don't like anything this year, you don't have to.
Wasn't it like it used to be $100 a year, right?
So mine and Jamie's is $168
for 2 people.
Okay.
But that gave us only 1 kit.
Oh, I see.
So this breaks it up. So your premium items, if you go the $100, you get one of these. If you go the $200, you get all 4. You can get an enchanting replica of the Disneyland Park entrance plaque, is the reproduction of the original plaque text, draft Walt Disney annotations from 1955, along with a first-to-market exclusive edition of the brand new Disneyland 70th anniversary book, The Happiest Place on Earth, written by Disney legend Don Hahn and former Disney Imagineer Christopher Merritt.
Okay.
Okay. The second item is a D23 Gold Member Fan Pack, which is a complete with a D23 member embroidered crossbody bag, water bottle, and a hat.
Yeah.
A full release collectible D23 member pin box set featuring 10 pins with original character designs. Or the one that I'm going with, I'm buying the $100 one, the D23 Gold Member Spirit jersey.
Yeah, that Spirit jersey's pretty good.
It's pretty hot.
Can you zoom in on those pins? Sorry.
Like we get a Figment, we get a Cheshire, we get the Red Panda,
D23 Mickey,
the D23 Mickey. I mean, they're cool.
Lumiere, Mushu.
What I have to look at it is it worth $100? And to me, that pin set is not worth $100. The Spirit jersey, jerseys are normally $80. Good. It's $20 extra for a special one,
and you get all that extra stuff.
That's a really good design.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, so that's the new pricing. Should you buy D23 at this point? I mean, if you're a Disney fan and you want to read stuff, then cool. The articles haven't been the greatest this last year. This next year, hopefully, maybe better. I don't know. I would at least state, if you're a Lorcana person, $50 one. Get a Lorcana card. Pretty good.
I mean, it's a foil of a card that's probably going to be an uncommon.
I mean, yeah. But I believe it's supposed to be a special version of it. It is a promo
does
version.
look like
If
it.
it's a unique artwork, then yeah, it'll be worth it.
It looks like it's a unique foiling.
And it is tagged D23 on the bottom in the promo number.
Yeah, I assume it will have the D23 foiling.
So, I mean, I'm going the $100 because I want that Spirit jersey, and
That
I would have
Spirit jersey
renewed
is real
anyways,
good.
just because I do plan on going to D23 in 2 years. Meaning tickets might be until next year. They might not. Who knows? That's the $100 risk I guess I take. But yeah, like I said, it was a quick one. Just a little discussion into it.
Also, with the pins, there's the D23 pin. So
Yeah.
take that as you will.
Are you gonna go buy the $200 one, Jamie?
Oh no, what I'm between is I love that plaque. Here you leave today, through the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. So I'm between that or the Spirit jersey.
And I was kind of the same way. I believe that plaque though can be gotten. Disneyland plaque. Okay, so if you don't care if it's metal, you can buy it from Etsy for $26.
Fair.
By the way, I'm going to also give you a hint on something. You have a brother and myself who has a 3D printer who can print the file for free.
Yes.
So, I mean, if it's a metal one, like it looks like it is.
Let's see. I found some more information on it. It is as an enchanting replica of the Disney Park entrance, measuring 12-inch by 7-inch, a reproduction of the original plaque text draft with Walt annotations, and a first-to-market exclusive edition of the brand new Disneyland 70th anniversary book.
Yeah, like I said, the plaque is cool. I think I've seen the plaque also in park. I think the special item of that one is the book.
Yeah.
So
it's first to market, which means like you're getting the book along with it before it goes to market.
Yeah. But however, for you and I, for when our renewal is anyways, unless you decided to renew it to buy yours earlier, because again, you don't have to wait for renewal.
Yeah.
By the time we get ours, I believe the book's already going to be out because the book's probably dropping in May with the 70th.
I'd assume so. That's a safe guess.
Yeah, at that point, it's easier just to split and get the Spirit jersey, and then I get some of the other stuff as well from it, or all the other stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lorcana card, which is really one of the things I'm after.
Yeah. For me, $100 for the Spirit jersey and Lorcana card, and then I keep my membership up. That way, I can go ahead and try to grab one of these other items going on. Again, the savings passport, absolutely worthless. Though Goofy and Max D23 magnet, that's worth $20 right there.
And the Stitch pin is for D23 this year is pretty cool.
But there you go, Job. It's an Iago D23. It is the foiling across the whole thing. So yeah, it's probably going to be worth like $5.
8 card, I believe.
I believe so. All I know is if you get your set like right now, it's not valid to play.
Yeah, no.
So cool. Any statements, thoughts, questions, concerns?
Let's go play Rivals.
Let's go play Rivals. Can I get food first?
Yes.
I would appreciate food.
Anywho, I need to make sure
You need what?
I need to make sure my game's updated.
You do. I'm I'll let you go then so you can take care of that. So Jamie,
awesome.
thanks for joining in. You're welcome to join in anytime you want, especially if we're gonna run these this way. It actually worked pretty well. So we might
I might not need to be on the couch every week.
Yeah, but we gotta get you camera set up. And you have a Lightning iPhone, don't you? You don't have a USB-C phone. do
Yeah, I
you?
have a Lightning iPhone.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say we can send you down with Mike too. We'll have to figure all of that. Anywho, Jamie, again, you're welcome anytime you want. Thank you. I'll talk to you
Thank you,
on
guys.
Marvels in just a little bit. Jub,
Yep.
good job joining in
Yeah,
and
I'm here.
being part of the podcast that I asked if you would be good on Tuesdays for.
Yeah.
If you made it this part of the video,
For?
what?
What are you vamping for?
I don't know. I'm actually tired, and I still have to finish finishing up some prints for the game Jamie and Parker got me. But
Okay.
if you made it this part of the video and you haven't liked and subscribed, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? The button's down there. Go hit it. If you made it to this part of the video and you're still wondering why you're watching, I get you.
We are too.
But thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment Yellow Monorail because Justin's here.
Yellow monorail.
Until next time, see you later.
Bye.